Hey guys, we're outside. That's one. Two, we said, what's something we can do that's different than what we normally do?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's make a pay-per-view review series.
Your neighbors are gonna think we're crazy.
So, we thought others have done WrestleMania, nonsense, Survivor Series,
None of these are coming up.
SummerSlam,
Summer's
the Royal Rumble. And we said, well, why would we want to do a review series of just a certain type of match? Hey guys, this is our review series on Last Man Standing matches. But no, we said this. What pay-per-view's coming up?
Money in the Bank.
Really?
Yeah, so we're
So-
trying to the new year.
So they said, let's do a Money in the Bank review series. Not of the matches, but of the pay-per-views. So we will do this all the way leading up to this in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Starting with 2010.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. So as you
gotta
know,
start somewhere.
this pay-per-view, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view concept started in 2010. So yeah, we're not gonna review every Money in the Bank match, but we will do the pay-per-views, all 2 of them,
All-
leading up to the third one. The third one. Listen here.
Good thing coming three, so maybe this
Mhm.
one's gonna be good.
The good thing about Money in the Bank 2010 was this was the pay-per-view that basically got us both back into wrestling because I watched it on complete accident. Was not trying to. I was trying to watch baseball. I clicked on a stream. I said, I haven't watched WWE for a while. I clicked on it, watched it, told him about it. So in a strange way, this pay-per-view led to the Tree of Woe show.
Yep. So
Weird,
it's a
huh?
special spot in my heart too, because I haven't seen any of these matches before.
Yeah, so we watched it for the first time today because I only saw like the last 2 matches, to be honest.
So yeah,
And he hasn't seen anything, so
I think I saw one of the Money in the Bank matches on that
because
ladder
it was
match
on,
series.
yeah. But so we just watched it. Let's get into it. The show started off with like normal. It's happened every time there've ever been a pay-per-view.
Every
single-
always bury the SmackDown Money in the Bank.
Every Money in the Bank pay-per-view they've ever had has started with the SmackDown Money in the Bank match. This one was the Big Show, Matt Hardy, Christian, Kofi Kingston, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and the winner.
Kane.
Uh,
Kane.
so this match was really long. That's
Yeah.
what I took away from it. First off, it went like 30. I guess I could tell you exactly what it went. Hold on. 26. Oh, I guess I didn't count the intros and stuff. But yeah, so you had a good mixture of guys that are dumb, like the Big Show, and just break ladders and say, oh, I better get the big gold one, even though Mark Henry doesn't need it later.
Yeah.
They weigh almost the same. Doesn't make any sense. He just says, judo chop.
Yeah.
But
Hey, look, I can break this ladder.
yeah, but along with those guys, they had guys like Dolph Ziggler, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Matt Hardy, who were going to do some wild stuff.
Drew McIntyre. Who
Yeah, Drew McIntyre is a little bit of a tweener. He's not like
he was the chosen one back then.
he was the
from what
chosen
I
one.
Picked up.
He wasn't. He was like an in between guy. He can't do the high flying stuff. He's not big enough to be like Kane.
Yeah.
He's just he's just there. But so I would have picked him to win this if I had been watching back then, just based on everything I've heard. Vince McMahon called him the chosen one. He did this. He did that.
I would have picked Cody Rhodes by virtue of picking Cody Rhodes.
The only reason I wouldn't have picked Cody Rhodes is because he
Yeah.
had just got smashed on by Randy Orton at WrestleMania, and no one knew who the crap he was yet.
That's
Because
true.
it was like, him and DiBiase were just like those guys. You're like, well, maybe someday, but not yet. But
Legacy.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for Legacy.
take my hat off. Those are my boys. Legacy and Evolution. But yeah. So Kane ends up winning this match, and we all know. Well, we know where this led to later in the show, but this led to the title reign, which saw at SummerSlam, Undertaker came back and beat up Kane, and they had their 2 pay-per-view matches where Undertaker got beaten Hell in a Cell, and then the Nexus helped Kane bury the Undertaker at bragging rights, which we all know, which makes so much logical sense.
Do you all know why they did it? It's so that way in 2012 Daniel Bryan can win Money in the Bank this year, even though he's not in it. He's gonna walk up there, grab it, and cash it on
He's gonna say-
Undertaker.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Everyone's down. Then everybody just walks out,
Walks up there, climbs the
Grabs
ladder, grabs it,
looks around,
grabs the microphone, and says, "I want Taker at SummerSlam." Drops the mic.
Drops the mic on him. Let's see if that happens. Let's hope for it.
Let's hope so.
But yeah, I liked this match. There's a lot of crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish maybe a little shorter. It was kind of just
I mean, there was a lot of drag into it to where it was kind of
But it's hard to not have a match that goes this long and not have some parts where you're like, okay.
Especially when there's 8 guys. You can't really script out a 30-minute 8-man ladder match.
Yeah, they tried, but not very successful.
And it worked out better than you expect.
Yeah, it's not like I didn't like it. It's just it kind of got long.
Yeah.
Speaking of long, right? We had the WWE Divas Championship. This is back when they had both belts, but you already knew that. Alicia Fox, the champion, defending against Eve Torres. We watched every second of this match. Every second.
Every second.
We watched it from beginning to end.
And Alicia Fox won with her little flippy thing.
Alicia Fox.
I'm guessing.
We watched every second of this
Every
match.
second of
We did not skip it.
Why would we skip it?
It was 4 stars at least. Alicia Fox won.
Not as good.
It wasn't as good as Alicia Fox Molina, but it gave it a run for its money. Like if it was a home run derby, it came in third, and Alicia Molina obviously won. But then we get to a match that we saw the Usos come out, and we didn't care that much. But then we heard Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith's music, and then he got real excited.
Yeah, so my boy Tyson Kidd doing Money in the Bank this year.
It could happen. It worked with Daniel Bryan last year for you.
I can call the SmackDown winners.
Every time.
Every single time.
Every time you've watched it, you've done it.
Yeah, and every time that you've watched the Raw Money in the Bank, you pick the winner.
That's exactly right.
So we're Nostradamus. And
so watch our Money in the Bank preview for this year if you want to know who's going to win.
We are Nostradamus.
Money in the Bank Stradamus. Just pay attention.
Yeah, you can't call anything else.
Yeah, but this was for the Unified Tag Team Championships because that's you guys know that. Hey, we're outside, so if you hear noises, it's either aircraft carriers because we are on a base. You hear this?
We're on base.
We're on a base, but there are airplanes and like jets and stuff.
Night sky, shooting stars,
hot tubs, party pubs,
time machines. All right,
yellow bugs. But yeah, that just came into the world. But yeah, so we got the Hart Dynasty against the Usos. What was that move Tyson Kidd where he was on the thing and he said, but the guy tagged in. I don't know what that's called, but it was sick.
He did some springboard shit.
They said some wild stuff, let's put it that way. This was before Tyson Kidd broke up with him and turned heel and shaved a little thing and turned backface on like NXT Superstars or something. And then at WrestleMania he was with Justin Gabriel and we're like, yeah.
Well, he turned face on Superstars when he tagged up with when he had a match with Justin Gabriel.
There you go.
And they shook hands and became a tag team.
There you go. That's how I want all my tag teams to start, to be completely honest with you.
In a way, he's kind of like Sting. He shakes hands with somebody, and then they go, and I'm guessing they would have broke up, blood feud, and then he would have trusted somebody else again, and it would have ended the cycle.
That makes sense. But they end up winning this match and retaining their titles. So the Usos, even back then, were those guys that you thought maybe they're going to do it. But they never quite did.
They haven't taken a step in the 2 years since.
No, that's the thing. That's why I like watching these old pay-per-views, is you can see what they were trying to do and if it worked or not.
Yeah,
and the way that the commentators were talking in this match, it acted like the Usos were ready to, wow, these guys, they're the young up-and-comers. The real, talking about the ties to Rikishi, and they have the Samoan Spike in honor of Umaga, and they're this and they're that, cousins of the Rock. They didn't say that, but they say it now, and all this stuff. And it's like all they did was get pyro after 2 years.
Yeah,
and they love Samoa.
They lost the pyro.
Everyone knows they love Samoa.
Samoa, love Samoa. I love Samoa. Love Samoa.
They love Samoa.
Love Samoa.
But that's what we got out of this. Is like, well, the Usos really haven't done anything since then. So
speaking of people
who haven't done anything since then, the champion Rey Mysterio, that's not who we're talking about, but defends his title against Jack Swagger. And it was funny. It kind of took, at least for me anyways, getting used to them acting like Jack Swagger was a big deal.
Yeah.
He had backstage vignettes when it showed the pre-taped like video package. He was breaking Big Show's ankle and just destroying Rey. I'm like, this guy that just lost to like Santino lost the title to Santino and got beat by, was it Tyson Kidd that beat him to get? Yeah. Like, all right. But yeah, so they get that, and apparently Rey just won it from him at like Fatal 4-Way. I think they were trying to say.
Yeah. Rey won at Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then Jack Swagger wanted his rematch.
Yeah.
This match, I don't know. None of these guys really are my like kind of guys.
I liked it. Like it had Swagger actually wasn't bad. Whole lot of
Oh, I've said that forever. No one believes me. Swagger's not that bad.
yeah,
It's
and
like
Ray could carry a match before his knees went out. So he was doing all this flippy stuff and
flippy flips and loopy.
the thing about Ray is once Ray lost his knees, it just became so tough for him to actually set stuff up. Like every single thing was all, oh look, the guy's gonna magically end up in the ropes with a
619.
As opposed to back then, it was like, okay, every now and again, we had different parts where he'd do things like the 619 on different things in the video package. And, Ray brought it. He hit 619 and then went for the not the West Coast Pop. That's he ended up hitting that later. He hits like the little diving thing. I don't know what he calls that.
The dive.
The dive. Okay.
I don't know.
He hits the dive, and then.
Oh, but then Swagger one time caught him and turned it into an ankle lock, which was sick.
Yeah, it was all around.
How did he end up winning? I think it was like a roll up though, wasn't it?
It was a Hurricane Rana roll up thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't like a 619.
He hit a Hurricane Rana, caught him West Coast Pop 1, 2, 3,
mm-hmm.
And then Swagger got mad, beat him up afterwards, and then Kane comes out.
Kane came out and came and helped Rey Mysterio, but he didn't have the briefcase, so it didn't make it seem like, oh, here comes Kane to do it.
Yeah.
I like how they did this. He comes out, takes Jack Swagger all the way up to the top. So right when you see Kane come out, you're thinking, oh, maybe he's going to come in and take advantage of it. But then he helps him. They fight all the way to the back, and then they take the focus off that, like that's it, and come back to Ray celebrating. And then after another minute, you hear Kane's music actually.
Pyro.
Lights go off. He has the briefcase this time, and you said, uh-oh.
No.
So he comes out, and you can see Rey Mysterio kind of looking at him like, oh. And Jerry Lawler, I don't like this. This is cheating. Yeah, he's the first to do it ever. But, yeah, so he comes out real quick. They start the match. Rey Mysterio just tries to run away, but ends up getting chokeslammed and tombstoned. His head got hit the ground so hard. He said, darn. Oh.
His head was about this far from the ground.
But it was devastating in other ways. We don't know how, but it was.
His shoulders must hurt.
Yeah, all the blood rushed to his head and he was dizzy. Yeah. But so Kane all of a sudden becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion. So, like I said, which led into the whole SummerSlam and Undertaker and feuds with Edge and all those guys. So yeah, that's that. Money in the Bank has been cashed in already, so now it's only the Raw one. But then we get the Women's Championship, not the Divas, the Women's Championship, where Layla is the champ with Michelle, Lay Cool. We all remember those guys. And they were against Kelly Kelly. And Kelly Kelly back then was still not the best of wrestlers.
With Tiffany. Tiffany's the girl that Cena was banging, right?
That's who Tiffany was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know who that girl was when she came out.
She was gone very soon. She's pretty hot. I'm guessing that's who that one former Spirit Squad guy was saying Cena was tagging.
I hope so.
Yeah, Cena.
John Cena. Jern. No, that's Power and Fist.
Power Fist.
But yeah, this is another one of those matches where we watched every second of.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and predict Michelle McCool got involved at some point, and Layla won.
Yep. No titles originally changed hands so far in the show, but Kane cashed his Money in the Bank.
Yep, so that technically, yeah. None of the set matches had titles change hands. That's crazy. But then we get to the Raw Money in the Bank, which was Ted DiBiase, Chris Jericho, Edge, Evan Bourne, John Morrison, Randy Orton, Mark Henry, and the winner, The Miz.
Probably does his hands. I was going to do that.
Oh, yeah, The Miz. Yeah, this one had some cool spots too. Again, not as many high flying guys except for Bourne.
Whoa, Jomo.
And Jomo. He's not really high flying. He just kind of jumps everywhere. He doesn't do
he has some cool stuff. He ran and jumped on
Starship Pain.
Like he ran up the ladder and did some parkour stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mark Henry really can't do a whole lot.
Hey.
Randy Orton.
He hit. Where's the dog?
Oh gosh.
Sorry. My dog knows that if you say Randy Orton, that it's time to eat. He literally just came out of his dog door when he said Randy Orton. Randy Orton? See, he knows. He literally just came out. So he said Randy Orton. He literally heard it through the house and just came through the dog door. Moments in time. I'm glad we caught that on camera. He's like, yo, I'm trying to eat though. But yeah, so some of the spots that were Orton RKO off the ladder, Jomo's thing where he said, "Hey, did Evan Bourne do anything wild? Like I know he did the thing where he had the ladder tilted and he did a knee, but I can't think of any like flips.
He didn't do
Oh
it.
no, they did do that one spot where they all hit like flips at the same. Like he did boom, and then all of a sudden it was airborne. I think it was on Orton actually.
Yeah, Orton got hit with something and he got hit. Orton hit the RKO, turned over and got
Oh yeah. Whatever.
Airborne.
Who was it? Yeah. They got hit with a bunch of stuff, and then Big Show. No, this is Mark Henry, not Big Show. Big Show's the other one. But yeah,
I didn't know if Mark Henry was a heel or a face.
Yeah, we couldn't tell. But who was it? Orton was the one that was about to win.
Actually, Maurice.
Well, no, I'm talking about Orton. Wait, Maurice, but Orton was the one that Miz pushed off and climbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orton was about to win before Miz pushes him off, ends up getting up there, caught it, and gets it, ends up cutting the promo about, hey, everyone, stop talking. I did it. He starts freaking out. Oh, that led to a very long title run. Like, he was U.S. champ at the time, and the Christmas episode. But yeah, so this was like the first match I saw. That's probably why I like the Miz. So look at this guy. He's talking crap to all the fans. That's my kind of guy. And that's where it began. And then, oh yeah, the main event.
You forgot. This is back when Maurice with Ted DiBiase looking super fine.
No, it's not like she only looked fine back then. She was always hot.
But the thing is, she was hot.
Well, she was hot, but she was always hot.
It was hot enough to deserve mention, though.
Yeah, but she had curly hair. I went down with curly hair, so it kind of threw me off. Kind of threw me off.
A lot of our viewers are down with Maurice's curly hair, red dress.
Write in the comments, you like straight hair Maurice or curly hair Maurice better? Straight hair. He's with curly hair because that's weird.
I'd say I like curly hair more. I just don't see as big of a gap to where you would mention it because her hair was curly. All right.
Took her shoes off though, and she said, "I'm gonna climb the ladder, though." And Jomo said, "Come here, just make that." I said, "Jomo, getting a little cheap cop and feel in there."
Molino's kind of curious.
And then after the match, Maurice did give the Miz the look like, a couple years, it's gonna be going down, and it is. Good for her. But like I was saying, now we get to the main event: the WWE Champion Sheamus versus the challenger John Cena in a steel cage.
Nexus was the biggest part of what was going on.
This was the big tie into the Nexus.
Yeah, the Nexus had been terrorizing people. Sheamus ran with a little bitch.
Cena was trying to get Sheamus to help him out. Sheamus finally did. Hit him with, he's like, "I'll hit him with chairs." So they finally did that. So it looked like, anyways, this was going to go in. It was going to be fair. Like they were going to, they got rid of, they teamed up, so now they're even. They just want to, Sheamus said he wanted to beat him without any excuses. So they have the steel cage match. And again, they fought.
And they fought a whole lot.
Valiantly. They just said,
a lot of high flying moonsault.
Fight.
It was a brawling style match.
What happened was Cena hit a shoulder block, and then Sheamus stood up, and then he hit another shoulder block, and then Sheamus stood up and said, "I'm gonna punch him," but he missed, and he ducked.
I don't think they ever hit.
And he got him, and he said, "Oh, about," and he goes, and then he hit him with the 5-knuckle shuffle. That happened. That's all I really remember.
And Sheamus tapped, but the ref was in the ring.
Yeah, Sheamus got pinned. Actually, I think
pinned or something like that.
Whatever. John Cena should have won, is what happened, but the ref was down. Nexus said, "Hey, we'll fight everybody." But so then they're both. Well, Cena starts climbing up first, and the whole Nexus is out there, and they said, "Hey, everyone but Heath Slater, go over there." Heath Slater said, "Gotcha."
I'll protect the rear. So
Gabriel climbs up, and Cena knocks him down. And as he's climbing down, the Nexus is trying to stop him, and Sheamus is climbing up the other side, and it's just him and Heath Slater. And he gives one punch to Slater, and Slater goes, so Sheamus beats Cena down the ladder, down the cage. Sheamus retains his title. Cena ends up getting ape crazy pissed, tries to fight all the Nexus, says, "I'll fight you all." Punches. And that was Money in the Bank 2010. Was it as good as 2011? Absolutely not. But it was one of the pay-per-views, and we had to start from the beginning, back in 2010.
Stay tuned for our 2011 Money in the Bank review.
Stay tuned for our 2011 Money in the Bank review. From the Tree of Woe show, we're saying airplanes. Anyways, well, like this video, subscribe, comment, and we will see you later.